and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing some more art today, and I have these. I'm basically going to be making acrylic pours. Now these things here are sets of acrylic pouring paint, and I have two of them with different colors. There is a sort of a cool tone set and a warm tone set, and I'm pretty sure there are some metallics in here too, which I'm really excited about. I also have some extra white because those sets did not come with it, so I felt like I needed a white because, well, it's really convenient to use. And I also have this stuff. Now, if you know what acrylic pouring is, you will know what this is. It is silicone oil. You basically mix it in with your paints and it makes cells. I'm not sure what that means, but we're going to get into it. We're going to have a lot of fun, so let's just make some art. Now these acrylic pouring paints which I bought, they are a pre-mixed sort of ready to use kit, and I decided to go this route because it was just a lot easier for me and it was already mixed up, and I don't know, it just felt like there was less room for error because you can actually get pouring medium which you mix in with your paint and then use. I just felt like you'd have to sort of get your measurements correct with that kind of thing, so I just wanted to go with the easier route. But yeah, these paints are really cute. I love that they have different sets with different color palettes. It really makes it easy to sort of pick colors that go really nice together. As you can see, they have a nice warm set as well as a nice cool set, and I really appreciate the fact that they added a metallic color in each set. I think that was really cool. The small tubes are actually 120 mils in size, and the big tube of white that I got was 240 mils in size. And the silicone oil which I got was 60 mils in size, which is pretty good because you don't actually need to use a whole lot of that. So starting off on the first painting, I decided to go with the sort of cooler color palette, and that one's got a lot of sort of teals, blues, and a little bit of gold mixed in there too, which complements the colors really nicely. Now I actually decided to mix in the silicone oil with the white paint which I added first. I just felt like doing it that way, and I'm pretty happy I did it that way because the results turned out pretty good. I just laid up each color into these little cups that I'm using, and yeah, after that it was time to put it on the canvas and flip it over. And immediately you get these amazing effects. As the paint sort of spreads out over the canvas, it sort of mixes and mingles here and there, and you get these really nice sort of like spotty circles all over the page, which I believe are called cells. And yeah, this painting was actually really fun, and immediately it gave me sort of like, I don't know, kind of the aesthetic of water and the beach, especially with that gold. I really loved the look of this one, and it was really satisfying to see it sort of come together. As I'm tipping it at different angles, the paint sort of just spreads here and there, and I'm trying to get it to sort of go to the corners of the canvas, and yeah, it's actually super fun to do. The next painting I'm doing, I'm trying to do a little bit of a different technique. I'm actually using two colors here, which are the hot pink and the blue, which are from one's from the warm set and one's from the cool set, and a little bit of white as well mixed in. And basically I'm just sort of layering them up to see if I can get some little stripes in the cup. And after this, instead of dumping it over, I sort of pour it slowly in a circling motion. And this actually gives it a really cool effect, like a swirly, colorful, like almost like a portal effect, which I really do like. I I love the way the colors sort of mix together, and then when you sort of tilt the page around, it sort of spreads out and you see those like swirly patterns. It looks really cool, and I am honestly amazed when I like watch it. It just looks like magic almost. Now with this one, I did wish that a little bit more of that pink showed through. I feel like it's very blue heavy, but to be completely honest, I am really happy with it, and you can't really control how it turns out, so I still think it's pretty cool. So this next one, I decided to go with the warm color palette, which has a bunch of pinks and peach colors and a little bit of bronze as well. But I actually decided to put in some of the gold, which was from the other color palette, because I felt like that would fit nicely with it as well. And immediately I got a really nice sort of warm peachy feeling towards this artwork, as you can tell with all of the peaches and oranges and pinks. And I really love the sort of vibrance and the warmness of this artwork. I do wish some of those cells would have shown up more in this one, but to be honest, I really do like it and I think it looks pretty cool. I know you can get a blowtorch, which apparently if you heat it up, it will make the cells sort of appear better. However, I don't own one of those, and I guess using a hairdryer probably would have blown the paint around too much, so I decided not to go with that. But yeah, I really love the way the pinks and the peaches and the light oranges and a little bit of white sort of mix and mingle together over the page, and it looks so cute. So with this next one, I decided to go full ham and just add so many colors onto this one. And instead of pouring it into a cup and then pouring it all over one page, I decided to sort of pour them directly onto the canvas itself, which gave it a very, very different sort of aesthetic that I really liked. As you can see, it sort of gives a lot of rings on the page, and it looks, I don't know, the colors look really bright and they're not mixing that much. But once you sort of tilt it around and let the colors mix a little bit, that's where you get the really cool effects to come out. I actually decided to pour a little bit more paint over because I didn't want it to spread too much and lose some of that contrast. But actually, after this, I decided to sort of blow on the canvas a little bit just to get those paints to mix a little bit. And I'm really glad I did that because I got some really cool aesthetics with this one, and I really, really like it. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Now after I was happy with each one, I actually sat it on some upside down cups just to sort of lift it up off the table a little bit, just to prevent it from sticking, because the paint is sort of pouring over the edges of them and I didn't want it to stick to the tabletop. But yeah, here's the final results for this video, and to be completely honest, I had so much fun making these. I adored this. This was like a really, really fun art project to do, and I did not expect to love it so much, so I'm really, really happy with the results. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Make sure you hit like and subscribe to get your scribble fix in the future, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!